All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioner. I just want to find out, you are currently in suspension, correct?
Yes, yes,
And are you receiving full pay while on suspension?
yes, sir.
When you were suspended in 2023, were you also receiving full pay?
Yes, sir, yes.
Collectively, how many months have you been on suspension so far? Just approximately.
End of this month is going to be 6 months.
6 months collectively for both suspensions together, receiving full pay. Then in 2023, after your suspension, you were promoted. In, I think, the November or the December, you received the promotion, which you accepted and immediately asked for an increase to be considered at the highest band. I think almost 200,000 more than was suggested, correct?
Let me correct you.
It was on the JDM 1, page 6 of the annexure.
Let me correct you. We don't have promotions. They advertise, you apply.
Okay, you applied for the post, you got the
But not
post.
promotion.
Okay, you
Promoting, they identify-
you got the post
Yes.
after being suspended previously in that year,
I was suspended in
the March.
February, March, yes.
Correct.
Then
And then
after-
when you got the promotion, you immediately requested to be considered the higher band.
Yes, yes.
That was roughly 200,000 more than what was.
In fact, it was not even the higher. The one that I requested, I didn't achieve. I didn't get.
Thank
Just
you.
after, there's another letter. I said,
Sorry, no, I accept what you're saying. So I've got very little time compared. Previously, some of the honorable members spoke about you having oversight over the drug units, taxi, hijacking, mining, VIP protection. And you oversaw these. Did you ever meet any of these alleged drug cartels, crime bosses, drug kingpins, any of these taxi mafia that, you hear of, the politicians that were involved in any illicit activities? Did you ever meet any of them?
no.
You met with CAT Matlala, correct?
Yes, 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 yes.
And he's implicated, he was being suggested by, I think it was General Kumalo, as being one of the big five cartel. Correct?
Yes, I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
You saw that allegation. So then you possibly have met with actually some of these cartel members.
No, it's only CAT Matlala.
Only CAT Matlala is one of
Yes.
them. I didn't know how ask how many.
No.
I just said, have you met with any?
You said some of them.
Yes, any of them.
No.
But you met with CAT Matlala?
Yes, only
All right.
CAT
No, that's perfect.
Yes, and by that time, the thing of cartels was not there. He was the businessman responsible for this.
I'm saying what he was alleged for.
Now,
Yeah, at
yes.
the moment, yes. So I'm saying you possibly have met with them. Did you ever meet Brown Mkhwanazi?
No,
Never. You've never communicated with any shape or form.
I don't know him.
Something that you spoke of earlier in your testimony is you spoke about your team that went shooting with the CAT VIP guys, and then they came back and telling you about this team that they were shooting with. Why did they think that that information was valuable to you? Why did they come and report that to you? You didn't know CAT Matlala whatsoever at the time. Why did your team think it was important to relay that information?
No, earlier on, in terms of training, I said they're training with the guys who are coming from the task force. You see.
Okay, so they just mentioned they were and they work for CAT VIP, correct? So then, just after that, you spoke about walking into the clinic, still not knowing who CAT Matlala was, but you see his photo hanging on the wall, and you made the link to what they said there. So you made that connection. I don't know how many months or
Yes.
days or weeks this was after that they told you this,
Yeah,
but that's stuck in your mind.
Yeah, correct, you're correct.
Why did it stick in your mind so clearly when you walked into this clinic, not knowing who CAT Matlala was, and you make the connection between this VIP protection and this picture hanging on the wall?
Let me clarify this. 2020, they trained, they talk about these guys that are good, that are doing shootings and everything. 2021, they spoke about the intention to donate, and the cars belongs to the guy who owns VIP CAT Security, who's saving those guys. That is why I've said to the advocate in terms of they actually said, no, you will be covered.
Okay, no, that's fine. You must understand, we got a version yesterday, a version last night, and another version this morning, and some more paperwork
Oh, yes.
at about 12:10. So you also spoke previously about receiving payments from CAT Matlala, 20,000. You mentioned a number you couldn't exactly remember. So I'm not saying 20,000 on the dot. You spoke about another amount of around the 30. I couldn't hear the amount that you said you weren't sure. The third you don't remember. And then I don't know if this was included in these. You also got to receive the payment for the cows or money for the cow,
it's-
for a cow of a
No,
value of a certain amount.
It's part of those monies.
Okay, it's part of those monies. And when was this money given to you? Was it in a certain week, a certain month, or a certain year? Was it over separate
I think-
payments over how many months?
I think in 2 months.
So over 2 months is when you received three
Yeah.
different payments.
Yeah, 20, because I lost those family members in 1 month, 3 members,
Yeah.
or in 2 months, 3 members.
I'm very, very sorry to hear that. It's very unfortunate. Why, given that you knew very well about the charges against CAT Matlala, where you're sitting here today, did you not think it was necessary to bring any documentation or bring up these payments in your statement? Considering the claims made on the 6th of July, considering, that CAT Matlala is in court currently, you speak about him here specifically. So why didn't you think any of that would have been important for us here today?
Like me bringing documents.
Yeah, well, the proof of the payments, mentioning that you received money from him. I mean, if you're talking about somebody that is a person of interest at the moment in South Africa, he's in many, many headlines. He's sat before this committee before. Why didn't you think it was important to mention payments from him?
Yes. No, I was informed that you are having them. You are communicating, the ad hoc committee is communicating with Matlanga. Matlanga is having those documents.
So you thought Matlanga was going to give it to us?
Some of the documents that I'm having here, they're coming from Matlanga. I saw in terms of the numbering and everything.
No, but I'm saying I don't have any payment. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen it. Is it in the information we received any of the money you've got? Because I don't have it before me.
Yeah, I know. Part of the bundle is from Matlanga.
So the incomplete affidavit actually, because you're saying it's not important to inform us of those payments.
Oh, now I get to it. It was supposed to be part of the affidavit.
Well, I would considering the person that he is and your connection to him. But we'll move on just due to time. The following that I want to speak about is allegations. I am not saying it is so. It's reported. It's alleged that you were part of a rogue unit in Meyerton at some factory. It wasn't within your boundaries. You can just answer yes or no. You don't have to give huge explanations. And apparently, and I say allegedly, you stole copper there. Is this true, yes or no?
I've submitted the proof, the affidavit. It's not true.
Okay, and then
The case number of
Mr.
that
Yaku Hanukum was the supervisor in the whistleblowers. As I understand, he was killed in 2023. Is that correct? Do you know of that? And that's after the officers who were arrested were granted bail.
Can I ask you, Yaku was a supervisor of which unit? Yaku didn't work for EMPD.
No, I never said he was the supervisor for you. I said he exposed the operation at the workshop.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that. Another allegation was accessory to murder in Brakpan.
I've already answered that.
No, but I'm asking you again. You say that's also not true. You weren't involved, you weren't charged there, nothing. Just, as I said, yes or no is fine.
I'm not a murderer.
No, I'm saying you were alleged against you to accessory to murder. I never said you were a murderer. And I've also said that these are just allegations. That's why I'm querying. It says you were an accessory to murder. That was the allegations. I'm just asking, is it true, yes or no?
May I not answer that? Because I've already answered that. I don't want to implicate.
You
myself.
couldn't hear the last piece, sorry?
I've already answered.
The memorandum of understanding was apparently forged, which actually created a working relationship between the EMPD and companies linked to CAT Matlala.
It was not forged. The thing that I raised about forgery is the operational plan of the 30th of March, where there was a city of address. I even raised it to Matlanga Commission. I've raised it even here, that operational plan that was submitted.
No problems. If you're saying it's not the MO, I'm 100% covered. Thank you. On the same matter, however, you and your team allegedly refused to do vetting processes. Of the 275 Ekurhuleni Metro police officers were found with criminal records in 2022, and 100 were waiting trial. Is this true? Did you refuse to do any vetting processes?
It's not true, and can I explain it?
No, it's not. No need for explanation. If you say it's not true, it's fine.
It's not true. I've got documentation that I've attached that talks about that.
No problem. Former Deputy Chief Rivers Spies testified that you authorized more than 50 promotions in the EMPD over 3 months period without proper vetting or administrative procedures. If it's true, or is this true, sorry?
He's lying under oath.
Why would he make such an allegation, sir?
I don't know what makes him bitter because he's working at the city of Tshwane. He was not there when I'm doing that. Positions were advertised, people applied, people sat in those interviews, different supervisors. I don't sit in trainer positions. They sat in those trainer positions, people passed those interviews, then things went in.
You don't sign off in any of that.
I'm still explaining, sir.
Right, but my
Yes.
time is limited, so
Mr.
just please keep it short, sir. I've literally got half the time of what other members have.
Mr. Mapie signed for some. When I was acting from the 4th to the 17th of March, I signed some of them with the capacity as an acting chief of police.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. The question then is, in your own conscience and the view of South Africans who you serve, do allegations, suspensions, meetings with the likes of CAT Matlala again, not raise concern in your own department, SAPS, law enforcement, and in general, because that is the reason we're sitting here, is because everybody's implicated, and I've said it before, everybody denies it. Not one person has come here and acknowledged even partial truths. Does it not then raise the question, what must South Africans think of the police force, the law enforcement that's meant to protect them?
It does. And it even does to me, my kids, it does.
I think my time's almost complete. I don't know how much time I have, Chair. How much? 2 minutes. The VIP protection, protecting the city's political heads, such as the executive mayor, municipal manager, as well as visitors of the city from any threats. That's part of your scope that you explained. I think it's 27.1. Do you mean the visitors such as the important ones or visitors in general? Because a lot of visitors are murdered. They're raped, they're assaulted. Whistleblowers who have made allegations and allegations against you as well are killed. So when you speak about the visitors to the city, who are you referring to under that section 27.1?
The cities are visiting each other. For example, when the management and the city of eThekwini, they come and visit the city of Ekurhuleni, we assist with escort, we assist with VIP protection. When the mayor is having visitors from China, from London and everything, when they're in the city, we assist them in terms of protection and making sure that you provide escorts from the airport to our offices or from where the mayor is or from civic center to.
That's fine. Thank you, sir. My last question and my closing question. While I understand that there's financial constraints and generosity is you appreciate it. The question then starts, where does generosity become bribes? When does it become a capture? And when would you then consider yourself bought?
I was not bought.
I never said you were. I asked, where does generosity become bribes? When does it become capture? And at what point would you consider yourself then bought? If you're accepting money, people are getting contracts, tenders, they speak to you about VIP and how it works, and suddenly they are giving those services to the city. So I'm asking, at what point does it become bribes?
I don't
capture.
I don't work with tenders. I think
I think you must really not listening. I'm going to say it one more time because it's my last time. I have no more time. Where does generosity become bribes?
When we exchange in terms of tenders and everything.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Commissioner, for your time. Thank you, Chairperson. I'm done.